Hey everybody, it's Nicole Jolie. So welcome to this video, and this is the second video in the series of how to integrate your Facebook Messenger with your Facebook page, with your apps, with your bots, with your everything, including your email. So what I'm sharing with you right now is a blueprint, all right? And the blueprint is coming from 22 Social. Now I'm giving you a link in this video that will take you to a page that you can register for this particular blueprint video that's going to happen on the 10th of October. But the point of this is not necessarily that as much as what Messenger can do for you in relation to the integration of your current marketing. So let's say you have an email list. Let's say you have a landing page. Let's say you have social media, and you're creating a buzz around your brand. So I'm going to use a current client that I have who is right now just applied for their trademark and is going to be selling on Amazon. And I'm guiding them through this entire process because it's what I've been through before. So I know how to get through it. The point of this whole thing is that they are going after cold traffic. And cold traffic is the worst traffic because cold traffic does not know you. They don't like you. They don't trust you. They have nothing to do with you. And by virtue that normally in marketing, most people go after cold traffic that they have never ever surveyed. They've never asked them, hey, what is your number one problem? What is the number one thing that keeps you up at night? Now, I don't think that the number one thing that keeps most people up at night is Facebook Messenger bots. In fact, I can pretty much say that unless something went wrong in the coding of them and you're a developer, I don't think that anybody is staying up at night going, oh my God, my Facebook Messenger bot isn't working. Now, of course, I barely sleep anymore anyway because I just have to think about marketing all the time. It's like a 24/7 thing because I'm always looking for customers for my my business. And as you can see on my pages and what I posted from the testimonials of the course that I just did, you can see like people come to me consistently and ask me for free advice. Today I spent 48 minutes on the phone with a friend of mine and his girlfriend about what he wanted to do with her. And so in relation to, not like that, in relation to her marketing business, that came out wrong. Anyway, so the point is, that was really strange. The point is that people come to me all the time and ask me for free marketing advice, and you know, in the vein of Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, who's an exceptional marketer, also a billionaire. You know, the guy has millions and millions and billions of dollars, so he doesn't need to make money off of you, which is why the rest of us who need to make a living and are good at this are able to somewhat charge. But most people go and they'll listen to Gary Vee, but then what happens when the implementation happens? So Gary Vee's not going to implement for you. In fact, he's not going to even help you to show you how to implement. He's going to give you the advice of an entrepreneur that's way up here in relation to where you are, which is way down here. And I don't mean to say that in like, you know, his mindset is just completely different. So cold traffic going to a Gary Vee page versus going to a 22 Social page is going to be completely different because they don't know who 22 Social is. They don't know who I am. They don't know who anybody is. They're just like, what? You know, WTF. So in relation to this, I'm showing you a blueprint, and I'm showing you this blueprint because what I had promised you was an integration, and what I'm delivering on is a free training that is 3 videos long, and this is the second video in that training, and the second video is going to go over the integration of all this. So the idea is that you're able to take the people who are coming to your page and engage them. Now, what you see a lot with people, and I just noticed this, in fact, let me pause this for 1 second and find it. So here it is, Stefan Georgi. He's evidently a copywriter, and he's made like $500 million. So I don't know this guy personally, but I am friends with him on Facebook. So he's got this long post, okay, that the secret to creatives that crush, regardless of whether you're writing creatives for email, Facebook ads, natives, or something else, blah, blah, blah. So he's got something that he's going to do with copywriting. And here's what he's done. Are you interested? If so, please comment at the bottom and let me know. If there's enough interest, I'll start planning this out and reach out to people with more specific details. So what people are doing right now is they're taking their personal page and they are engaging people on their personal page in relation to what's happening on their professional page. So here's my professional page, right? So this is my Facebook page for, I don't know why it's highlighted in blue, but whatever, it's highlighted in blue. So anyway, this is my Facebook page, and this is where it's Nicole Jolie is socially smashing, right? So this is where things happen. This is where I want things to happen. And unfortunately, they don't happen as much. Like I just did a live here a couple minutes ago, and I had like 2 to 3 watchers, right? So it's not like I'm getting tons and tons of people. It's organic. Organic is less than 2%. I'm lucky to get 55 people and 17 views. That's freaking amazing. I mean, considering I have over 11,000 likes on this page, what do I have? 1153, whatever. So you got to think, like, this 2% of 11,000 is what? 200, if that? So I'm not even getting that. Like, I'm not even getting 2%. And that's if they even, and I'm going to do this on my calculator because I'm just so exhausted right now. 11,053 times 0.02. 221. Okay, so I was close. I mean, I did major in finance. Not that that really makes me any better at this. I did it because I couldn't balance my checkbook. This is 55 people. So I am getting like literally a point. I'm like getting less than 1%, a 0.7. Okay, 0.7. Let's see, 11,053. Let me see if I'm right on that. Times 0.007. Not even. Yeah, about 0.06. So 55 people reached. I'm getting like 0.06, 0.05. Okay. 17 views. And that's organic. So if you think organic is really going to work for you, think again. I mean, I laugh at people who are like, oh, I'm getting all this stuff organically. I'm like, you're not getting sales. It comes down to sales, you guys. It comes down to sales. That's what drives your bank account. That's what pays your bills. That's what gets you to the supermarket. That's what gets your mortgage paid. That's what gets your kids to go to school. That's what puts clothes on your body and shoes on your feet. Like, seriously, let's talk about sales here. I mean, I'm kind of in this funky mood, so excuse me if I'm like kind of like in your face, but seriously, like I just look at this and I heard this woman the other day was like, I drove 1.2 million. I'm like, who cares how many people go? How many people bought? That's, don't get confused with all these numbers in relation to, oh, so many people came and they came to the site. So what? So what? How many people bought? How many people repeatedly bought? So let's go back to this because this is pretty interesting, okay? So we've got this Facebook marketing.
This is literally a 6-figure diagram.
Okay.
This is all on its own, all within Facebook. Okay, so we're going to break this down for you step by step.
Let's break this down. I'm going to just let you understand
this. How this can work for your business and also show you examples.
Okay.
So we're going to plug in pieces of what people have done to, simply and effectively use this model here, this blueprint, to grow their business. And it's way easier than it even looks. But you need to know all the pieces, right? So that's why we put it all on this page. But it's actually way easier than you're even thinking right now. So I can't wait to share this with you. And what this really is, and what this blueprint combined with the software 22 Social is what we call the world's first all-in-one Facebook marketing.
Okay, so listen, I'm going to pause this for a second because this is my really good friend Andrew, and Andrew is amazing. I'm going to put his link in here too. And seriously, you guys, I want you to really consider all of this BS out there that is throwing around, I got all this clicks and I got all this da-da-da-da. This is not going to last for a long time. And I'll tell you why. Because people are going to get stupid with this, and Facebook is going to shut down their accounts. So, caveat. Do not think that it's okay to spam these people in Facebook, because your accounts will get shut down and they are not going to be they're not going to rescind it. They're not going to say, "Oh, okay, you made a mistake." They're just not. I had my ad account shut down. I'll tell you the reason why in a minute. I had my ad account shut down, my personal ad account shut down for 2.5 years. It took me 2.5 years of emailing them every single week. Once a week, I emailed over 104 times in 2 years. And then the last 6 months, I probably emailed over, I would say probably twice that, like 200 times, because I needed that account in order for my business account to work correctly at the time. Here's the reason why they shut down the account. The credit card was not able to be billed. So it had nothing to do with what I did. I found out it was the credit card was not able to be billed, so they shut the account down. So it took me 2.5 years to figure that out, because they won't tell you. This is not going to be something that they're going to allow people to do for a very long time in relation to, hey, buy my shit. It's just not going to happen. So I want to make that caveat. Be careful.
System where you are actually creating income streams, attracting the customers, collecting leads, and hosting all of your paid offers right on Facebook.
It's insane that it's actually possible, right? I mean, sometimes you and I take it for granted just because we've seen so much of it. But yeah, it's a big deal.
See some thumbs up. Paul, what's up, Paul? Angelica, Danny, Margaret, thanks guys for tuning in. And if you're watching this replay, that's great. Just getting you updated right now with a quick Facebook Live. So the October 10th, this is the important thing. We want to help you implement all this and give you this whole blueprint with examples so that you can attract people to your business. Obviously, you want to collect and nurture leads, and you want to know how to make sales with all this. That's what the blueprint and this whole software system does. Helps you maximize Facebook to do those money-making activities. So what we want you to do, if you haven't yet.
All right, so I give you a link below to register for the event. And you can just click onto the button and you can register for this event. It's free, whatever. So listen, I said to you, I'm going to give you free information. I'm going to give you a free training course. I'm going to give you a free this, a free that. Everything's free. Move the free line, free, because that doesn't pay my bills. And it gets me, you know what? Honestly, I'm just kind of like, I'm so done with this free BS. It's just BS. It's like, people that think that Jay Abraham or Dan Kennedy or Eben Pagan or Todd Brown or Russell Brunson work for free, they're out of their freaking mind, okay? Gary Vee does it because that's his brand, because it sells books and it gets him to the New York Times bestseller list, because it brings in the clients like PepsiCo, because now he's living his brand. He's literally living it. But most of us in the world don't have a D-Rock. Most of us don't have the drivers. Most of us don't have the money to fuel living our brand. We have to live our brand in a very authentic and very organic way. And it really doesn't appeal to a lot of people because people don't resonate with us. They're like, yeah, whatever, So I mean, unless you're like Shailene Johnson with the great hair and the nice eyelashes and the pretty makeup and, everything's perfect, then, people resonate. But the imperfections are what people like to see, but they don't want to emulate it. Okay. So in all of the organic marketing that you're seeing, and in all of this, you're able to change the way that you market because you're able to take your organic marketing, such as what I'm doing right now, and allow somebody who doesn't know you to get to know you a little bit better. Now, that doesn't mean, come on. I live in the Dominican Republic, for God's sakes. It's freaking hot outside like crazy right now because we have a storm, and you walk outside, you drench with sweat. Not to mention the fact that it's really late, and I'm not making excuses. It's just I'm not that girl anymore that, does the perfect hair and makeup. I just work, and it's a bummer for me in a way because I don't have that space anymore where I'm able to exchange that time for making myself look better or feel better or whatever. A lot of women do. So if you're that kind of person where you're just on the hustle all the time, if you're a guy, it's a lot different. So you're able to create this space where you can resonate with your listeners, if you will, or your followers or your fans in your personal, like this guy, in your personal timeline, and the ability to, like, especially for this, the ability to achieve this is crazy. How many replies did he get? 32 others, 22 comments, 2 shares. Okay, this is pretty big. So, the guy's in the newsfeed. He's showing up, right? He's showing up in my newsfeed. He's showing up in all these other people's newsfeeds and their friends. And so he's doing this organically, and he didn't do much to do that except to write this post. And that's the whole point of this, is that you're able to create this space where you can talk to your potential customers by creating an authentic and real experience for them through the Facebook Messenger bots. And when you do that, and when you integrate all of the other marketing, the LinkedIn, the Snapchat, the YouTube, the Pinterest, the Medium, the podcast, the Stitcher, all that, when you're able to integrate all of your marketing mediums within the number one, what is it? Google and Facebook, number one and number two, I think, visited site in the world, and parlay that off of their traffic, you're able to take that and make it, there's a bug, make it something for yourself that will create more buzz around your brand. So now you can start living your brand even more authentically. So this is really, really important. I'm not going to play the rest of this video. I'm going to give you this, and then I'm also going to give you the link. And so it's an affiliate link. You can use mine or you can not use it. I don't care. Whatever. It's up to you. The least you could do was that, but whatever. It's up to you how you want to do it. Anyway, this is, and I'm looking for my newsfeed because I'm seeing who's coming up in my newsfeed. I've stopped following a lot of people because a lot of crap comes up in my newsfeed. So I follow people like this because I want to know what they're doing. I want to see how they're writing, how they're creating. Like this guy, the 5 things you should always include in your sales letters. Lead if you want to hook people in. I'm always shocked, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now look at this. He just likes my comment a few seconds ago. So this is cool. I don't know where he's at, but whatever. He looks like he's in some tropical place like me. So the point is now, you guys, that in creating your Facebook Messenger bots, integrating them with for example, Zapier, and I was going to show you that actually, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm not going to show you that. And here's the reason why I'm not going to show you that, because this is going to take the place of that. Because I know I use 22 Social. I've been using them for 7 years. And I know these guys very well. They're very good friends of mine. And I know what this is going to do. People say, oh, well, nobody looks at the side. Nobody looks at this. Nobody looks at this, right? Everyone's like, nobody looks at this. That's bullshit. People do look at this. People want to know, and they click. All right? People want to know, and they click. I mean, if I had a heat map, I wish I could, but I can't. If I had a heat map on who's clicked what, it would be pretty cool. But like, for example, here's your bots are hot free training. This is the bots are hot free training. Now this thing is going to start, so hold on a second. Boom. I'm going to put this here. So what's going to happen now is watch video number 2. Video number 1 is going to go underneath here, and it's going to look like this. I'm going to share with you. Like, this was so impromptu right now. This is so impromptu. I started watching this. I started watching this event, and I was like, okay, time to make this video because I haven't. So this is what my testimonials are. I did 3 new testimonials today. So this is my testimonials. Boom, 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 which is really, really cool. I want more. I want tons more. And then these are my written testimonials. So like, this is pretty awesome, right? And then it goes to my private group. So you can join the private group for $49. That's what I'm doing. And my goal is to have like over 2,000 people. And let me show you what that looks like, because this woman right here, she has over 2,000 people, 2,044 when I last checked, in her group to pay her $49 a month. That's over $100,000 a month, just on a group. And then she does upsells to a high-end, which is really awesome, actually, because I'm in it, but a high-end marketing business lead generation system. So it's really cool. But she's awesome, and actually there's another woman named Andrea who's a really good friend of mine who's also in it, and she's really good at that too. But the point of this whole thing was that I was going to share with you the integration of Zapier. And you know what? That's bullshit, because I'll tell you why. Zapier is not going to you're not going to need Zapier. You're not even going to, after this, you're not even going to need it. I've been seeing this come out, and I've been using parts of the beta that they've been showing me, and you're not going to need that. What you're going to be able to do now is drive people directly to this page. Now, how do you do that when you don't have these apps on your phone? Like, you don't have, when you go to Facebook, you don't have these apps on your phone, okay? Well, if you do it like this, you go into this preview and you go into your smart link settings, and boom, you have a permanent smart link. And now this can be a bit.ly. And there's that freaking bug. Anyway, so that is your bit.ly. All right. So this is like super cool, because now what people are looking at, you're not seeing any of this, but what people are looking at is a way to share, like, tweet, send, blah, 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 blah. And then they've got a call to action. When they call to action on this, it goes directly into my active campaign. And I don't even need to have them fill out a name and email address. So that's the power of using an app like 22 Social. Now, I'm not banging on 22 Social and like, go buy it. I'm not that. I used to be that person. Now I could give it hoot. I really could. And tonight I'm just in this mood, like. So the point is, and yeah, let's be friends. I actually have to change this call to action because it's not right. But the point is here that, like, for example, in this whole community that I'm creating, this private group that I'm going to create, the idea is to share these ideas here and really get you ingrained into how to think about what your transformational benefit is. Because right now, I can tell you this, when this company 22 Social first started, it was like this. In fact, it was like this, and then it was like, poosh. I mean, talk about a roller coaster ride for these two guys. Renee and Andrew went through the crap dealing with so much API, developer problems, you name it. And they really have done, I've got to say, like, the best job at keeping themselves level-headed and also in the game. In the game, that's where it makes the difference, when you keep yourself in the game. So this kind of stuff keeps you in the game, but you got to stay in the game with integrity. You can't just stay in the game with some bullshit. You got to stay in the game with integrity. So I'm going to share this video out on my pages and into I don't know, everywhere, wherever I can share it out to, whatever. But the point is that you're not going to need Zapier anymore. You know, I had this friend, Nathan, say, okay, well, now teach him how to use Zapier. I'm not going to teach you how to use Zapier. You figure it out on your own. I am not here to walk you through a how-to. That's not the point of this. The point is why? Why do you want someone to know, like, and trust you? And here's my reason why, okay? My reason why is that I've been in this for 12 years. I've been doing this for so freaking long. And quite honestly, I'm really damn good at it. Like today I had a really awesome marketer. The guy makes millions a year. And he calls me about his girlfriend. And he asked me, you know, what would you do? 48 minutes later, I've got them, you know, dialed in on what they should do for this private group, right? And what is interesting about this is, why am I getting these calls? Why am I getting people asking me this? Because obviously I know. Obviously I'm able to give you what you need. Now, that doesn't mean I need to give it to you for free. It has no, you know, you can go Google it, whatever. I don't care. But the point is that I don't need to give you something like this for free. This can go into a training that you can learn about, like what they're doing here, this blueprint. So I want to suggest to you this in my pre-getting sick stage, and like I'm just stressed out stage right now, which obviously you can tell. The point is that you guys, when you create a way to engage with your customer that is truly authentic, like you're seeing me, no makeup, you know, hair funky. I've been in the ocean. I mean, I haven't even taken a shower today, right? Like, it's seriously I wouldn't have, if you had asked me this 10 years ago, I would have been like, oh my God, no. Age does that to you, I guess. I don't know. So what can you do to create that authentic experience? Now, I know that, like, when you look at Gary Vee's videos, you know, he's always sexy, he's always good because he's a guy, right? And he's got the testosterone, he's got the F-bombs, and he's got the like je ne sais quoi swagger, you know, he just like swaggers down, and he's constantly on his phone, he's constantly talking, and you know, he gives good persona, he gives good face, right? But you are just another one of us in that way. No, not many people are probably looking at you in relation to what can they offer me, or what can I learn from them, or how can I make this better with their help, which is really unfortunate, because it just is. It's just, in marketing, it's unfortunate. I mean, I'm blessed to know what I know. I'm cursed to know what I know. And that's really how I feel about it. It's like, I'm blessed to know it, and I'm cursed to know it. I'm cursed to know it because everyone thinks it's free and it's easy. I'm blessed to know it because everyone comes to me, but they don't pay me. So, you know, where is the fine line? Where is the boundary? And I'm sure I'll get somebody going, oh, I'll sell you the sales thing, and you can learn how to pitch that, whatever. That's not it. I'm not the pitch queen. I met the pitch queen today, though. She's pretty cool. And I'm not going to pitch you something when you're not going to buy it from me anyway. You know, there's a fine line of who you trust and who you don't. And those trusted are the ones that are going to be the ones who you're going to go with. If you trust the blonde with the big eyelashes and the makeup, and she's funny, Shailene Johnson, I love her. She's amazing. But Excuse me. But I'm not her, right? So if you don't trust somebody that doesn't look like her, there's no way that you're going to listen to that person. So getting back to messenger bots, getting back to integrating, getting back to incorporating and making this a part of your whole marketing campaign. The marketing campaign has to be through and through authentic. You can't be sending somebody to one thing and then doing something else on another. So for example, like this is my picture from when I was 47. On my 47th birthday, I had professional pictures taken. I haven't had them done in 3 years. So probably have, aged a little bit. Maybe if I freshen up and do my hair, I could probably, pull this off again. But the point is you want to keep that consistency, right? So I keep that consistency in the knowledge base that I give. I don't keep that consistency in the looks that I have. So, I mean, thank God my looks don't make you money. But this is where you, as the user, are able to take what you're using Facebook for, which is to integrate, to incorporate, and to engage your customers to purchase what you have to offer. This is where you can start being really authentic with them, because now you're able to use an app on the side of your page where you can really start to create something that's so magical and that's so amazing for your people who will follow you, that they're going to want what you have. And that's just being that authentic person. And this allows you, not that you weren't able to do this before, but now you have a bigger base to do it with, because now you can do something like this guy's doing, and every single one of these people will get a message in their messenger, okay, in that messenger, and that will enable them to create a dialogue that goes back into their business Facebook page, that now once they dialogue with this page, they're now in the page. I mean, you can send them blasts, you can do all kinds of things. So I encourage you, as this was so, excuse me, as this was so impromptu, okay, it really was. I mean, I started listening to this and I was like, wow, I gotta do this video. I was going to do this whole thing on how to do integration with Zapier, but that's so 80s at this point now that I look at this. But this is really, really important. So I'm going to give you my link. Encourage you to click on it in this video. It's right below here. And you can get on to this video on the 10th, or this training on the 10th. If you miss it, I'm sure that you'll be notified through Messenger, of course. And I'm going to sign off because I'm really not feeling so good and I'm really exhausted. I need to take a shower and just get my wits about me again to start again tomorrow. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I will see you in the third video, where I'm going to share with you how to join this private group, what the private group is all about, why you want to join the private group, why you would want to work with me. I'm going to charge you $49 a month. My goal is at $49 a month with 2,000 people, I'm going to be able to do that 100 grand, and I am going to be able to make over $1 million or $2 million a year in relation to what I know and what I've gotten good at. So that would be really cool, because I could really help out myself and a lot of other people who I care about. So that said, peace out. Have a great night. I appreciate you watching, and thank you so much. Bye.